Why do you think, especially our community, why do you think most Black women, they wait so long to get into a serious relationship? Like they'll go to school, they'll get the schooling out the way, they'll get a house, they'll get a car, they'll travel, and then
that's important.
Then they'll turn 38, and then they'll say, "Oh, okay, I want a man now." You know, just a random number, and they say, "Okay, now I want a man now." What sparked in y'all heads that made y'all say, "Okay, I'm gonna do both"? Which I recommend.
It's not even like, I don't think I woke up and said I'm going to do both.
Yeah.
In fact, like, I thought I was going to be like, what we say, rich auntie, not attached.
You don't want to do that. You don't want to do that.
I didn't.
You better than that.
It's not something like, outside of my, like, parents, I didn't see a lot of, like, married people in my family. Typical. And, you know, I love my parents to death, but I assumed it was, like, this traditional, like, you know, woman, very, like, you know, I guess, sacrificial in a sense to take care of the family and the you know, I had a traditional sense of it, and I didn't think I like molded into it completely. So I wasn't like, I'm gonna get married, that type of person, until like little later. And then I met my husband, and he was like, oh yeah, if you ain't trying to get married or have kids, then forget it. he was like, yeah, I want that in the future.
He was a glitch in the matrix.
Yeah, basically. But I feel as though too, we have to take into account culture. Like I grew up very strict Haitian, so you gotta do, you gotta go to school, you gotta get your life together, and then miraculously bring home a man at like 27.
That sets some people
So
back.
it's like very strict household. Like, you know, had to tell them when I was going out to party. Like that was
that's good. That's
that
good.
is a good household.
I like that. The fact that you know your parents kept you on lockdown. That is the best.
What does that mean? No, it wasn't good.
That is the
I feel like there's some parts to this. You know, it's funny because we joke around with my parents now, but like there's some things they were like, yeah, we could have loosened up.
No. They did it right. They did it right. They did
good with you.
But it's crazy because you do all these things, and I feel like also women we're especially Caribbean women, you're groomed to like take care of your family.
That's the truth.
So you think in that mindset, especially we're not like, think about back home, right? In Haiti, my mom was a nurse at like 19.
Sheesh.
Things take longer here, you know? So you take that into account. Then you think, you know, we are Black and brown too. So we don't have access to things. You know, we come from immigrant parents that, you know.
And you kind of starting from the ground up.
You kind of starting from the ground up as far as, you know.
You start from negatives in my opinion.
Sometimes. I mean, it depends on how, you know, how your network was, how your family was,
or you're working to build.
Or you're working to build. So you have to like give grace a little bit because things take time. And if you want good things and you want to provide for your family and you want to live up to your family's legacy, your legacy, it takes time. And then after college, did you really know what you was going to do right after college? Some people didn't. I mean, and we weren't really prepared for college, to be honest. I remember sitting in Hunter, like in this big stadium class and like, wait, we supposed to learn from this tiny little professor all the way over there? Like, it was crazy.
Auditorium, basically.
Yeah, So
what do you think?
I feel like, well, with me, I wanted to like have.
No. Okay.
I wanted to have a career first, like, so that was important to me. Not that I didn't want to have children. Like, my goal is to be like a full-time mom and like have my career like just part-time, but it's making money, like, so I don't have to worry about it. But I feel like the only thing that probably like with, you know, starting a family and stuff like that is because like having a career, I don't come from parents that like have money and stuff. So starting a career and figuring out what I needed to do,
that takes longer.
It's important because I knew I wanted to be a businesswoman, but I didn't know what I wanted to do. I thought I wanted to like be a CEO of somebody's company. And then as, you know, I was working at this, I'm doing payroll for a very long time prior to like doing real estate. And I was just used to just getting a paycheck. So I'm just saving up, you know, bought some land, like just, I did certain things. Like my career was just important first. Not that family was in the back burner, but you're working so that you can make sure that you have something for.
Yeah.
But don't you think that some people get carried away with that, with the career stuff? Like I gotta get this, I gotta do this, I gotta do this. And that's why a lot of people not getting married.
To each their own, though.
I feel like to each their own, because it's like I know a lot of women doing both. I know a lot of women striving and doing, you know, going full-fledged on their business. So
I
think if you allocate time for it, like you can't be closed off to not getting to know people. That's one thing.
Yes.
I also feel like when men, I'm gonna say some, I'm not gonna say all, but some men see you doing that, and you know, what I mean, like, listen, we look at statistics, we look at it. The average black man doesn't make more than 50, like nationwide.
No, but it's true.
No, that's
really,
a fact.
No, I didn't disagree. That is
I was like,
true.
y'all have different numbers.
Last episode,
I know because I know that to be true also.
He said that exact number last episode.
So
that's kind of crazy.
So a man sitting, okay, we'll see some men, and then they see women like us, or like, and they think they can't compete, or we are asking for too much, or, you know, I'm just not gonna even bother her with that. Or you have some men that's like, you know what, let me mess her shit. What she got going on?
She can pay my bills. She can pay my bills. No, you can pay my bills.
You learn to be a bit more reserved about your career when you're meeting a guy.
Yeah.
Well, it depends on what type of guy you meet.
It depends on what type.
Yeah, but just in general, kind of, if the conversation come up, but I'm not going to come off and like, you know, and say, hey, this is what I'm doing, because I want you to kind of like know me and not kind of be like, hold on, wait a second, she got that too. Like that be a second thing in the back of your head.
If you're with someone,
it depends on which guy you're talking about. Trust me, because let me tell you, there's levels to this. Some dudes really don't care.
No, I know that.
Yeah, there's some men that don't care, but there's some men eventually, they may not care now, but they'll care when you're 40 years old with 2 kids and have to run out and do some business errand, and they're like, you know, going through a midlife crisis or something.
The man going through a midlife crisis?
Yeah, there's scenarios like that. I've heard of.
This is new to me.
Man, if you're going through a midlife crisis, go hire a professional, okay?
You know,
go get help.
Yeah.
Don't go to your girl with your crisis, okay?
Someone
stressing her out.
Here at Everything NYC podcast, we encourage all men to get help, seek professional help. Go invest in your mind, get it right.
That's true.
And don't bring all that baggage to your lady. All right, she's not trying to deal with all that.